What's good, everybody? Big Game James here, chilling at the crib. Happy Memorial Day to everybody out there doing their thing. Hope y'all have y'all good barbecues, grilling, all that good stuff. I don't want to come too far away since y'all want to be in there. Got the little ladies out here. I can't see y'all.
Hi.
Back up. You gotta back up. Back up this way. No, back up since you always want to be in the camera. You know what I'm saying? They out here doing. What are y'all doing today?
Art sale.
What are you doing? I can't see you in the camera. Art sale? Okay. You got art for sale out here. Want to be doing your thing. What's your name? Tell your name. Oh, now you.
Natalia. Aaliyah.
And they're out here doing the art thing today. What up? What up? What up? What up, Jazzy Jeff? Cowboys Fives ring. How you doing? Happy Memorial Day to you as well. So y'all get out there and do y'all thing. Get out there and do y'all thing. Get out there and do y'all thing since y'all want to do the art thing. Since it's Memorial Day. I'm chilling. Hopefully y'all having a good Memorial Day out there as well. OTAs, first week of OTAs. What's up? First week of OTAs books. Football season is here. I'm glad it's here and I'm ready. I'm glad it's back. A few things that I've heard since I said, one of the bad things about this being in Ohio, happy Memorial Day to you, Carrie Tick. One of the bad things is being out here in Ohio, which I'm going to be back home, back in Texas, because I'm going back home because I can't. I love it. Hey, family out here. What up, Thurston Howe? I love it out here, but I got to get back home because that's where it's all out. That's what I'm about to tell you right now. Because when you're watching OTAs and if you see the highlights or you listen to Brian Broaddus or you listen to John Machada or Dave Hellman, Nick Eatman, you listen to these guys and they tell you, definitely hit that like button, like and subscribe. What's up, Joe Lucas? Happy Memorial Day to you. You hear all these guys talking about the Cowboys and what they're looking like, Tony Pollard, Ezekiel, Jordan Lewis. And you're hearing these guys and you're like, yes, that's exciting. But at the end of the day, to me, I need to see it with my own eyes because I trust my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I've been in this game long enough. I've studied this game long enough. I played it, coached it, did it long enough so I can trust my own eyes. So I get kind of frustrated when you have these OTAs like this out here. You have the OTAs and you're hearing about Tony Pollard catching a 50-yard run, or you're hearing about what's up. You're hearing about John Vay Johnson. This, as you see in the comment right here from Toledo, speed looking crazy. The guys, Sanjay Lau, saying they know, he was really impressed by him in there, so we could see him. But that's why I'm getting back to Texas. I'm back in these next year at this time. We have these OTAs and all that. I'm gonna be in all of them. You feel me? I ain't gonna be missing none of them no more. So you can see it from the real. But anyway, let's talking about a few standouts. Of course, you've been hearing about John Vay Johnson. They said the speed has been looking ridiculous. He's been really looking really fast out there. He was a fast guy, timed twice out there at Toledo on his pro day, I believe at 4.3, and it's really showing up in these OTAs. So that's exciting. And Jalen Guyton, like I said, I like Guyton as my sleeper. And the reason why I like him as my sleeper is because, he's a 6'2" guy as well. He's 205 pounds. Also running a 4.3, 4.38s, 4.39s. That's still really very good speed at a 6'2". And you know what? There's just something about Guyton I really like. Not hating on Johnson because I like, speed kills and I love it. And we need to add it to the addition of our receivers. You got Tavon. Cooper's got a good speed. Gallup, not as fast, but he's got good playing speed. So you really want a guy that can really take the top off the defense. So I love the additions, but there's something about Guyton I really, really like. I think he's just a hard worker. I think he's a guy that really brings it. I think he's a guy that just really is going to surprise some people as well. So I told everybody, Joe Lucas, already that I think Hearns might be my surprise cut, especially with that salary. These guys show up, these young guys come in and show up and show and prove early. That's what they're wanting. I know they can't came in undrafted, but you know how undrafted players get with the Cowboys. You can come undrafted, you can make it. But at the end of the day, I think that's what they really want. They want these guys to push them. Now, I think Hearns, and, you know, we talked about last week with DDP that he probably bought himself some time by busting his butt, getting his butt back from the injury. You know, catching the ball. He just seemed like a fan favorite to me, Alan Hearns. So I think he's buying time for his time, you know, his time with the Cowboys. But if one of these rookies show up and show out quick, then yes, I can definitely see him being a cut because you can save money and you got to give time for these young guys. But I think another guy who's really been impressive is Randall Cobb. A lot of guys have been talking about Cobb and what he can do. He can slide inside, slide outside. You can move Cooper in the slot. I think he's a big addition that people are talking about. Dak Prescott and him have been having a really good, you can kind of say, relationship already, and you've seen it happen with Amari Cooper. And people talk about, you know, Dak Prescott this and Dak Prescott that, but one thing I do know, you got Amari Cooper that as soon as he comes over with Dak, he has nothing but good things to say about him. Amari Cooper is pretty much straight up. He has nothing good but good things to say about Dak Prescott. Says their vibe is great. They're getting even better, and you saw the chemistry when it happened on the field. Then you get a Randall Cobb who had other choices to go. Dallas Cowboys weren't his only destination to play football, and he comes over to the Cowboys on a 1-year deal. So if he didn't think Dak Prescott was a good quarterback or couldn't help him, I guarantee you at 28 years old, you're not coming to a team where you don't think you're going to get some plays and some reps to show what you can do either for that team again or for another team next year. You're not going to come to a quarterback that can't throw that ball. And you see them already having a good vibe together and already having a good relationship. And I think that's going to be a very deadly combination. I said back in the day, 2017, we kind of went away from it when 2016 that we were killing teams with the bubble screens. I was really liking they were killing that with Beasley, but now they had 2017, they really went away from it. That's why I think where Scott Linehan crippled the team by going away from those type of things where they were successful in trying to make Dak this pocket quarterback when you saw in 2016 how good he was when you ran and passed with him. But anyway, bubble screens are good with Randall Cobb, and I see them bringing that back with Kellen Moore. That's one of his fortes when he was at Green Bay, and I think that's one of the things that you can really see them standing out with the Cowboys as well. Also, another standout to me, I think I'm going to say Kellen